Hello there, my Sagittarius collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius, getting into your energy. Those of you that's doing dating apps, or those of you that's doing anything where there's like a group dynamic with the dating vibes, I feel like you need like a healthier perspective on that. There's something interesting with you in that. So hopefully you're talking it out, you're working it out, you're figuring things out when it comes to the interpersonals with you. You got Aries, the Wheel of Fortune there with the Virgo vibe. So you need a little bit more clarity when it comes to something. Especially if you keep choosing the wrong partners. You keep choosing the wrong partners, and why? You should be talking this out, working this out, figuring this out with like a King or Queen of Swords. Especially those of you that keep doing like the online dating or the dating vibes. But you keep, you are famously bad at choosing your own partners. So you kind of need somebody else to say, maybe you should date this person. You know what I mean? Work, love, life, you got the androgynous, ambiguous Ten of Cups. So some of you could be looking at maybe your interpersonals a little differently here. That is like LGBTQ vibes, but it could also be friendship vibes. There's the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's the ideals. That's the sort of dreams that you have going into things. But those of you that do way too much online dating, that it only leads to that Five of Pentacles. Those of you that date a lot in the workplace, or those of you if there's like a religious vibe to who you date or how you date. Especially when it comes to like online dating. So, and you always pull trouble in the church house vibes. So I don't know if you're going through something on a religious or a spiritual vibe, and you're kind of trying to make sense of everything with that Ten of Cups. This could be like, why aren't you in a relationship or partnership? There's so much going on with you that I feel like it keeps directing you to make the wrong choice in partners. Because you're always pulling that double heartbreak vibe. So you're either coming from two very not so healthy relationships or partnerships, or you're coming out of one, and pay attention that you're not going into another one. There at the Lovers vibe, that's the opposite of you on the Zodiac. But again, I like the double snakes energy on this Gemini. So it's like trusting the vibes here. Those of you that understand the dynamics of the snakes in the wild, especially if you live somewhere where there are certain snakes you keep around because they keep the venomous snakes around. I love it when you pull the Mother Earth news vibes, or like the Farmer's Almanac energy here. A lot of you, it's the common sense vibe. But this is kind of like when the common sense don't work, and you're kind of you're chasing that Ten of Cups, but you keep making the wrong choices. This is specifically for those of you with the double heartbreak vibe, because you keep pulling the double heartbreak energy. So not so lucky in love. But this is like the energy with you. So it's kind of you've heard it all before, you understand things. You could be listening and paying attention to all the right things you need to be listening to and paying attention to. But ultimately, you really make some shit decisions when it comes to the interpersonals. Those of you with this emphasis on the Ten of Cups happiness, the Three of Pentacles there at the Five of Pentacles, those of you that's wanting a ring on it, those of you that are just focused, your priorities are on like creating this Ten of Cups. But you never get that kind of Ten of Cups happiness. It's like those that only feel important if they're in that Ten of Cups. Whatever this is, you really need to be talking this out, working this out, figuring this out with like a King or Queen of Swords. Why you choose the partners that you do, why you choose the relationships that you do. It's almost like, what's the fantasy that you have when it comes to your interpersonals? Because it's avoiding that double heartbreak vibe. Make smart choices, health, smart, and wise here. Seven of Wands. Establishing, maintaining healthy boundaries. The Ace of Wands there with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like, you know when you meet those successful people who have everything, but maybe not so lucky in love. Or they're not necessarily in a relationship or partnership. And everyone keeps asking them, well, why aren't you? Why aren't you? Why aren't you? There's something unconventional about you anyway, and some of you, the conventional kind of vibes aren't really going to be what's your thing. With the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, look, some of them really successful people really don't put a ring on that finger because they are successful to the point that, you know, they're looking at relationships or partnerships completely different. There are famously those who are successful that don't. And they will say that they're not planning on it. That's not what they're about. And then you have those that feel like they need that Ten of Cups to kind of create the fairy tale energy here. Those of you going from one heartbreak into another, the Six of Pentacles, there to the Knight of Pentacles, there to the Fool vibe. This would be an overemphasis on dating apps. This would be those of you, if you do anything, this is like you're going to like matchmaking services. Some of you could be looking at churches. Maybe you're going back to church to look for a date. Or those of you are looking, it is like trouble in the church house vibes for some of you. But that could be your version of Ten of Cups. This is the androgynous, ambiguous Ten of Cups. So that kind of changes things up. But it's some of you, that's not the vibes. Some of you, the really successful people, really don't put a ring on it. That's just because it complicates things. They realize that. Those of you that are more focused on that Ten of Cups because you think that's going to bring you happiness, I almost feel like you've come out of one Ten of Cups relationship or partnership that's failed and you're wanting to go into another one. There is a famous actress that said in the 80s, she went through, I think it was like 4 or 5 failed marriages because she felt like she had to. And some people kind of look at it that way. Some of the most successful people, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles, they're going to stay single. Doesn't mean they're not in a relationship or partnership. Doesn't mean they don't love their partner. But they're not really interested in that kind of, the traditional energy of that Ten of Cups. Because you're pulling Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're good on your own. You just need to figure out what the hell the vibe is. Those of you that understand the snakes that you keep and and why you keep them. This is that old school energy with you. Some of you could be dealing with the old school vibes. Thinking that that's what it's all about. Especially if the emphasis with you is dating and looking for that Ten of Cups. But you're coming from at least, this is either your second one or your first one. Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Aquarius, and there's the Moon. Aquarius moon energy with you. How you're looking at things, prioritizing yourself. How you look at that Ten of Cups, because there's an old school energy on that. But a lot of that has changed. So, I mean, you can be successful on your own. You can have a successful relationship or partnership that doesn't have anything to do with a kind of conventional Ten of Cups. Because really smart, successful people don't put a ring on it. Lady Gaga famously sang in her song, she had 100 million reasons why not to. You know what I mean? And damn, here you go. And Sagittarius, most definitely with you, Sagittarius. I don't even feel like for some of you, this is even if you have a contract with regard to that relationship or partnership. You're never going to get that kind of conventional Ten of Cups energy with you anyway. So there's something unconventional about you, or some of you, it's not you don't have to keep carrying on in that kind of traditional vibe. Your energy is amazing, but I don't feel like you're understanding it. The Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, there are the Tower vibes. And there's the Capricorn. This is given old school energy. There's a lot of old school energy on this. So just because you're a tad bit unconventional, yeah, it's okay. That's those of you that's going from one ring on the finger type relationship or partnership into another ring on the finger. For whatever reason. You're successful though. Or those of you, you can be successful and be in a It's not like it's a non-conventional relationship or partnership, but nowadays you have far more options with that. So you don't need like the traditional, um, you don't need that traditional type vibe. You would be dating a lot, or this could be, I feel like you're either on the dating apps or you're doing like you got a matchmaker vibe. Some of you could be looking into religion to kind of find a partner as well. So you're trying to date in the church house. That's why it feels like trouble in the church house energy with you. Yeah, you're kind of going from this traditional energy, even though now we're in more of a non-traditional type vibe. This is like androgynous, ambiguous. It's everything has changed. Everything is different. It's not that you're single. It's just it's not the traditional way of looking at things. Look, there's a lot of successful people that don't. Ooh, I love your energy, Sagittarius, but damn, you could be a little exhausting with this. Um, Take what's yours and leave what's not. I don't know if this is your energy or you're dealing with somebody that feels the need to, that you have to have the sort of, I don't even want to say traditional Ten of Cups because it doesn't even feel like that. It's just even the vibes on that is switched up a lot. Some of you could be LGBTQ vibes as well here. So, I mean, take what's yours, leave what's not. Damn. That's a completely different way of looking at things. But look, if you're pulling Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands there with the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. I mean, you're making really smart fucking choices here. You're making really smart choices here. It is the double heartbreak vibes. It is the double heartbreak energy with you. But what's so important about that? What's so necessary about that kind of Ten of Cups vibes with you that you think is going to make everything better or make everything like particularly different? Especially if you're the successful one. This is a new way of looking at things as well. Because you really don't. You can get a lot of the same sort of vibes in the kind of a non-traditional way here. So, oh. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I love your energy. There's success. There's happiness. But don't expect that a particular relationship or partnership, or don't think that just because you're in that Ten of Cups that you're going to get the right kind of vibe. That's in a lot of different ways. You would be focusing on this. So you want the ring on the finger. Or you could be dealing with somebody that wants the ring on the finger. But if you're successful enough, that's probably the last thing that you're interested in. It's beautiful success energy. So, you know, keep making smart choices. I mean, Lady Gaga sang it the best. She had 100 million reasons to walk away. That was when she was doing her residency. So, what's up with you? Yeah, what's that about? I can't get no satisfaction. Ooh. Oh, God bless you, Sagittarius. I love this. It's looking at things differently. I feel like you're dating. You would be dating, or you would be focusing. I don't feel like you're really dating so much to date. You're dating looking for that Ten of Cups. So you would be someone, maybe you're a Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusper, I don't know. So you're looking at every partner for this type of vibe. But some of you, you're meeting people that are more in this non-traditional kind of way of looking at things. So this could be a conversation you need to have way early on in that, before you really start investing in that relationship or partnership, to see what someone's viewpoint is on that Ten of Cups. This is growth. This is it's I don't want to keep saying it's traditional and non-traditional. It's just it rings differently. It doesn't mean the same thing that it used to. And there's a hell of a lot more you need to be paying attention to. Those of you that understand why you keep certain snakes, it's that vibe. It's that old school energy. Oh, I love it when you pull old school vibes. Oh, I love it when you pull old school vibes. Page of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, there to the Tower vibes. It's all a completely different energy. If this isn't romance, because this does not need to be romantic, with the Ten of Cups, this could be family vibes with you. This could be, it could be LGBTQ vibes. This could be friendship vibes with you. This could be with regard to work options or work opportunities with you. Looking at things from a completely different perspective to allow, it actually brings in more growth and opportunities for you. But there is kind of an archaic way of looking at things. And pay attention to your astrology. I feel like your astrology, not necessarily for you, Sagittarius, just the Sagittarius energy, the temperance angel. A lot of people avoiding the temptation and looking at things from a different perspective. I love the fact you pull like the religious vibes, because it kind of makes you look at things from a different perspective. It's a very beautiful energy. So I love that for you. Hopefully that brings you peace, love, light, and happiness vibes, Sagittarius. Because, damn, I mean, you got success here. You got success here. That's why I feel like you're looking at something from a completely different perspective, or your expectations aren't quite there, or it's not going to be that kind of conventional energy with you. Oh, you're dating. You would be dating, but you're dating looking for love instead of just dating to find like a relationship or partnership that actually really works. You're dating to find that Ten of Cups. That's what's important to you. If this isn't your energy, this could be this could be who you're dating, or the type of people that keep kind of coming into your vibes. I love it's success energy with you. So looking at things differently. And it's all that archaic energy. It's old school energy as well. Ooh, damn, I love your vibes, Sagittarius. Go have fun. There's success energy with you. But some of you, it's not going to be the way you think. It's the double heartbreak vibes. It's the double heartbreak vibes with you. All right, good luck, God bless, peace, love, and light, Sagittarius.